Hello children, I am back. Let's start this session. Children, hope you understood the summary of the first stanza. Let us move on to the second stanza. It starts that for all day we drag our burden tiring through the cold dark underground. For all day means for the complete day, the whole day we drag our burden tiring. Here, what is the burden? Burden means Telugulo bharam antam. What is the burden here? The burden means the hard work which are dragging throughout the day. That means the hard work they are doing throughout the day is very, very tiresome. Through the cold, dark underground. So where they are working? They are working in the coal mines. The coal mines that will be generally underground. In the underground, it will be very dark. It will be very hot. So in the dark, hot area, in the underground area, these children are working, and the work is very, very tiring. They are saying, they are expressing their difficulties, feelings. Then next line, or all day we drive the wheels of iron. That means, see, look at the picture in the textbook, ma. You can see a boy and a girl. They are digging the coal, and they'll put this coal in the basket, and they'll carry these heavy loads and put that coal in the trolley. Look at the picture, trolley. And have you seen these trolleys? They'll put the coal in the trolleys and they will pull it on the tracks. Okay. So all day what these people will be doing? They will be carrying this coal filled baskets and putting this coal in the trolleys. Okay, and they'll be taking these trolleys from one place to another place. In the factories, iron factory, in the factories, round and round. Here what is the meaning of the round and round? That means continuously working without any rest. Digging the coal, lifting them in the baskets, carrying them by keeping the baskets on their head, and again putting into the trolley and taking the trolleys to another place. This kind of work they are doing continuously right from morning to evening. So this is the meaning of the second stanza. Hope you understood. Children, now once again I will repeat the summary of the poem. Elizabeth Barrett Browning describes the pathetic condition of children working in coal mines and iron factories. Children are working in dark, hard conditions for longer time. They are terribly tired. Their knees are sore. They tremble in pain. Their eyelids are falling downward to sleep. If at all they find meadows, it is for them only to sleep on them. Their childhood thus passes in a miserable way. Generally, the happiest part in everybody's life is childhood. That reminds them here the saddest part. Even the reddest flower for them is just pale and cold like snow. And they drag the burden throughout the day. It was very, very tiring because they are driving the wheels iron in the factories and lifting the coal on the iron baskets and continuously working from morning to evening. So they are crying, they are expressing their feelings. Child labor's life is not a bed of roses, full of problems. They sleep on grass footpaths. They cannot jump or leap. They just obey their master's orders. They will be always in a hurry mood, obeying their orders, their master's orders, and they are not enjoying their life. So, our duty is to stop child labor. Okay, so children, you have every right to come to school and enjoy your life and get good education. My humble request to parents is not to send them to work but send them to school. Para palaga kadu, variki ivvalsindi palaka balpam. As teachers, we should try to eradicate or abolish child labor. Okay, so in future we want to see the children enjoying their childhood happily. So with this, the summary of the poem is concluded. Thank you. Students, as you thoroughly understood the summary of the poem, shall we discuss the comprehension question and answers from the page number 26. Look at the first question. What kind of places are the children working in? So, students, whenever you are answering a question, read the question thoroughly and start writing your answer by taking it from the question itself. So, your answers will start like this. The children are working in hotels, factories, agriculture fields, etc. as child labor. Yeah, coming to the second question. The reddest flower would look as pale as snow. What does the phrase reddest flower refers to? Why does it become pale? Here, first of all, you should have the clarity of the word phrase. What is a phrase? Phrase means more than one word or two words is called as phrase. Here, the phrase reddest flower refers to bright colored things or the life of the childhood with full of energy and happiness. Why does it become pale? Because it becomes pale because the children, they are engaged in hard work and they are not in a mood to enjoy the beauty of the flower. Coming to the third one, how does the work affect the children? In the question does is there, so in the answer affect will become affects. The children affects the work affects the children in many ways. They miss their playtime, study time, rest, happiness and health. Coming to the next question, fourth one. Do children enjoy themselves when engaged in work? So here we can give answer in two ways. Yeah, what is the first one? If the children, they are engaged in the work when they are doing it out of their own interest, if they are really interested to do the work, then they will enjoy the work and they will do the work with full satisfaction. But here in this poem, the children, they are child labor. They are not enjoying the work. So the answer, children do not enjoy themselves when engaged in work because they are doing the work forcibly and unwillingly. So with this we have completed the question and answers. My dear children, hope you understood the poem. Thank you for paying attention and watching with patience. With this, I, Srimati MVV Swarnalata, working as School Assistant English in JPHS Girls Ibrahimpatnam, takes leave from you. Have a blessed day. See you in the next session. Bye.